So BYU starting to put together another run here. Felitoa serving, gets it over. Hartung, Uiato, and Goodman. Goodman hits it either off the block or off the top of the net. I believe it's off the block. And it's now 10-7. So the momentum switching over to the BYU side of the court. Felitoa serving again. Longo overpass. That ball hit over by Michelle Chen, saved by Goodman. Uiato, Hartung, Skaggs, saved by Uiato. There's Croson. Ball comes over, Croson again. Nobody there. Stella Chen went down, didn't get up.
And Croson is famous for hitting that ball back over right away as if it's a tennis match or a ping pong match. Just hits it right back over and knows where the open spot is, largely due to her incredible amount of beach volleyball that she plays.
The ball put over by Skaggs, and an attempted diving dig at that time by Lele Pali, who had come in to serve. And it's now 11-8. Only a 3-point difference here in this second set. So coming in is Ho'onani Apolo. She's a freshman at 5'9" from Haula. Serves it long. Point for Hawaii. 12-8. See Wilford trying to, Coach Navalta trying to get that momentum on his side.
He also wants to get all the players in to experience Stan Sheriff Center as well, and get them ready for the big arena feeling that he's going to see when he goes back to the NC2A Division II championships. He's gotten 12 players in so far. Dave showed you he's got 13.
Olivao will come into the front row along with Croson and along with Higgins. Serving is Stauber. That ball is saved by Chen. Manutai gets it across. Hawaii now with the advantage. Ball is hit by Croson. I believe she hit the antenna.
There you go, Jane in the front row now. Not as effective as her back row attacking. And Dave shows you really wants to see that cleaned up, because they're going to need her front row kills throughout the rest of the season.
Skaggs off the tape. There's Croson, Stauber, and Higgins gets it down. Higgins, that big presence in the middle. Higgins at 6'4".
Well, he's got some large middles they can put in there. Even though they lost Brittany Hewitt, who was also 6'4", who could have played this year but chose to go back to Washington, where she lives. What Dave showed, he's got 2 more 6'4" players.
Croson with an ace. 14-9. Yeah, you're right about the 6'4". Croson with the sky-high let it fly serve. Step out, Sue. So Ariel Sue, step out point for BYU-Hawaii, 14-10. BYU-Hawaii still very much in the neighborhood. Hagemeyer comes back into the front row now for BYU-H. Serving is Michelle Chen. Croson, Stauber. Croson gets it off, but there is Manutai. That ball hit over by Sue. That's saved by Croson, getting the ball over to Stauber. Ball hit down, however, by Michelle Chen.
That time Ariel Sue.
You're right.
Got the final kill. Nice little cutback shot. Hawaii had 2 blockers up on her, but she knew where they were.
Michelle Chen serving. Overpass, and that ball tapped down by Ariel Sue. Hagemeyer was in the neighborhood, and it's 14-12. BYU-H trying to play catch-up here. Hitting the ball into the net is Michelle Chen. Timeout has been called. We'll be back. Back at the Stan Sheriff Center, it has become very interesting in the second set. BYU-H threatening. Serving is Longo. Michelle Chen to the outside. That ball hit over by Hagemeyer. There's Hartung. that ball hit long that time by Stella Chen.
One of the reasons that BYU-H is hanging with Hawaii this particular set is they're out hitting Hawaii by 100 points, 375 to 275, and digging pretty well as well.
Longo serves Manutai. Michelle Chen. The ball is a black back. Trying it again is Hegemeyer. And that ball hit the antenna, I believe.
I thought it hit the antenna after the block. Let's see. I thought it hit the antenna after the block. Block, then the antenna, right?
Or maybe simultaneously.
It was off. I think Hawaii got lucky there. I think the ball went off Olivao and into the antenna.
So another timeout, this one by Brigham Young. Let's take a look at the Pictures Plus fantastic frame. This is Micah Knight Hutzler, born on November 4th in New Mexico, 11:29 a.m., 7.7 pounds, over 24 inches long. He is the grandson of Dave Shoji. Good hit that time by Stella Chen. It's now 17-13. BYU-H still very much in this second set. Serving is Stella Chen. Staubert, and that ball hit over by Forster.
You know, one of the things that Hawaii has not done very much tonight, and that is set their middles. Forster and Adolfo got 4 sets between them in the first set. In the second set, they haven't gotten much more. So I think Hawaii's really got to work on their connections in the middle if they're going to be competing well in the postseason.
Stella Goodman now in the front row. Ball hit over by Sue. The ball chased down by Croson. Longo gets it across. Manutai, the ball hit by Sue. The ball dug up in the back row by Croson. They go to Hartung. Hartung knocks over Manutai.
Well, Hartung finished, but I'll tell you, that rally would not have gone on had it not been for Jane Croson. Hartung hitting this hole in the block there, but Croson's the one who dug it up and kept the rally alive.
Serving is Uiato. Hegemeyer, that's in. Hegemeyer going down the line, getting that ball by Longo.
Well, I love Hagemeyer's range. She can go high line, she can go deep cross court. She's got the sharp angle. A lot of versatility by Lauren Hagemeyer.
Manutai serving. Croson, Uiato. There's Hartung. That ball dug up by Chen. Tabanga gets it across. There's Forster again. Forster getting the ball by Hegemeyer and Skaggs. Hegemeyer and Skaggs both in the match at the same time. 20-14. Hawaii leading in the second set. They lead 1-0. Hartung, that's an ace. Another ace.
Making 9 aces for Hawaii tonight.
21-14. Hartung getting ready to serve yet another time. Hegemeyer block back. Croson, that's in. Croson guided it around the double block and down. Perfect placement that time by Croson. It's 22-14. So BYU-H makes a run. Hawaii able to ward them off and make a run of their own. Here in the second set. As you look at the Brigham Young Hawaii title, Wilfred Navalta in his 28th year, over 600 wins.
10 titles, he's got national titles. Coach of the Year 8 times. NAIA Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Famer, just like Dave Shoji is.
The Jack Fact tonight. Would you believe Hawaii moved up 2 spots from number 9 to number 7 in this week's AVCA coaches poll? In the NCAA RPI rankings, the Rainbow Wahine dropped from 18 to 21.
And 16 is the magic number they've got to get to.
I'd like to know who controls that. really would.
There's an NC2A committee that controls it, and I'll tell you, Dave Shoji is hoping and praying that the committee decides to use coaches, the NCAA coaches ranking, the weekly ranking that comes out, along with the RPI, and not just rely on the RPI by itself. Because the RPI clearly has lots of flaws. There are some teams that are in that RPI top 20 that do not belong there, aren't anywhere near the coaches' rankings at all. So Dave Shoji is hoping that gets corrected. Because if Dave Shoji can get his team into the top 16, then they can host. By rule, they can host.
22-14, Hawaii leading in the second set. Hartung will serve. Gets it in. That ball hit over by Skaggs, and that is out. So it's 23-14. Hawaii closing in on the second set. Hawaii winning the first set 25-16. Coming in to serve for Hawaii, number 15, Christina Cam. So the crowd applauds Christina Cam going on, and also Emily Hartung coming off. Manutai in the air. Chen goes outside. Vivaga sets up Chen. The ball is hit at a real weird angle. I don't believe that time that Hagemeyer really got either a good contact or a good connection.
The set was a little wide in the first place, and she chose the wrong shot. She tried to cut it too sharp across court. All she had to do was go high middle. She would have been fine.
Aloha ball, second set. Hagemeyer.
Like
and that is in.
That was a shot that she should hit the first time. I really like her, though. She's got range, she's got power, she's got versatility, she's got good strength up front.
The ball is into the net. The time by Wahine Volleyball. That's the second set. Hawaii wins the second set 25-15. More to come from the stand. Sheriff Center.